Hello, and I am spending a little bit of time. I have about an hour to do some tackling here in the garden. I feel like there's definitely more than an hour's work, but I thought I have a small window of time. I really need to get cracking on some things, so I'm just going to start. So I've got my watch. I'm going to put a timer on. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I also brought out my garden plans. So I do use, for those who don't know, I do use a program that helps me plan my garden beds. You do not have to go this far at all. But for me, I'm just making sure I can put them down without flying off. But for me, it just really helps when I have a small window of time, which is the main way I do my gardening, is in small pockets of time. I don't spend super long time out here. I'm just looking and observing what I have to do. So with my plans, I feel like I can just focus on a bed and just plan what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to look and just choose where my time is most needed, which is hard for someone. For those of you don't know, I have ADHD. And executive functioning with planning and time management is definitely not my strong suit. So I'm looking around and I'm trying to see. I've got a quick win here. Taking that pass out, that could be a quick win. I've got some leek over there that I need to take out. That could be a quick win. Do I do the quick wins, or do I focus on something that might need a lot of attention? That is the question. That is my question. I'm looking and inspecting as I'm taking you around. But some of this does look a bit overwhelming, like this whole bed. This plant is taller than me. I'm also going to look at I see a lot of white butterflies, which I love, but I can see one fluttering in there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there they are. I've got my seedlings ready to go. So I'm going to look at my plans that I've got and see which seedlings are ready to go. Oh my gosh, look at these leeks. Can you see how thick they are? They are very thick. Wowza. Okay. I'm gonna see. I also have to prune this passion fruit vine. That's just a job in itself. Anyway, I might flip the camera around and we might do some thinking and planning together. That might what we might have to do. Okay. It's very windy. I'm really hoping you can hear me. These are my plans. So I do plan this on the computer. There's a program that I use. It's called GrowVeg Garden Planner. I'm just coming in the shade. But then what I do is I have thought to bring my laptop out before. And anyway, I like doing this. I just screenshot each bed and I put it on a piece of paper. I didn't bring a pen out, usually I do, and I just write all over it and draw. I'm a very tactile person. So I'll look at this, for example, this bed actually corresponds to this bed right now. And the only thing that will be staying right now is the garlic, which is here on the side. It's not quite ready, I don't think. And there's some carrots in there somewhere, if you can see it, kind of in there. The rest will be going. So I kind of look and think, all right, so I've got my thyme seedlings, they're ready. I have some eggplant seeds, they're ready. I have marigolds, they're ready. Loofah goes straight in the ground. So this could be a good bed to start with. This is the bed next, which is here, which is overtaken by nasturtium, which is this plant here. But the bees love them. Can you see the bees? I wasn't even on the bees. The bees do love them. We have lots of bees, but as you can see, the asparagus plant's coming out, and I could be getting asparagus right now, but this nasturtium is overriding it. So I'm not sure on that. And in regards to my seedlings, I do have a cucamelon ready. My chilies are not quite ready, and my leeks are not quite ready. They're there, but not strong enough to move out. This is going to be over here. So we're going to have a little look. It's quite sunny still. I didn't put my timer on yet. I need to remember to do that. This bed of tomato, basil, what else is there? More thyme, is this bed back here. This one. So I got some basil, I got some tomato actually ready. The garlic's already in there. So this is also a good one. However, I need to think about all this kale I still have to deal with, and this passion fruit is coming over. So this side of the bed actually looks like a jungle. So that's interesting. All right, what's my next plan? Let's look. All right, this is definitely not going to happen today. Oh my gosh, a beautiful orange monarch butterfly has gone past. I'm waiting for it to fly back. I wonder if I caught it. I don't think it got in the frame. This bed is corn, beans, and things like that. So this bed will pretty much just be a cleanup. There's some beetroot there that I need to can. So I'm kind of procrastinating, because once I pull that out, I need to can it and prepare it, and that can take a bit of time. So this one's definitely lower on the list. Corn goes straight in the ground. So we're thinking about that. That's further down. And then we're back at the gooseberries. This is a new plant that I'm growing this year. The seedlings are not ready, and the bed is currently empty. It's over there, but it's full of weeds. So I don't know about that either. So where am I going to start? I feel like, and it could just be like chronological left to right kind of vibes. I feel like I need to start here, like left to right. Maybe I need to start here. But I also saw, self-seeded, these really cool tomatoes. Some look very sad, of course. Some look good. But I love these cherry tomatoes. I cut them in half and make sun-dried tomatoes. So I'm thinking I'm going to start here. This is where I'm thinking. Which plan, you say? Let me find it. Asparagus? Nope. Let me see. I did try grow artichokes last time. And that didn't work either. It's this one. But I don't have much to get in there yet. But that's okay. I feel like it's going to be this one. There was bees. Let me see. Did the bees move on? Are they still hanging? Okay, they've moved on. They were down here. So, they've moved over here. I don't really want to disrupt the bees, but this does seem the least overwhelming. So that might be what I do. And maybe a bit of passion fruit cutting over there. Let's find out. This is the bed that's full of weeds. And this is one side of my greenhouse that I don't know if I've shown. But it's all like recyclable materials from grandparents' house. The bricks were from my grandparents' house. This siding thing my dad had, but I'm always super hesitant to open it, and I always look to see if we've got any friends anywhere. And I see cobwebs, I see other friend things, but I think we're okay. And what I need, I always keep right easy access. So gloves. All right, some shears. I've got other shears, but they're the closest ones. I just spotted some more broccoli and broccoli sprouts. Well, I didn't bring a basket up with me. This is so much to do here, but that's okay. Oh, another butterfly. When I was younger, I loved white butterflies. Little did I know that they were a pest. But anyway, they're always a little sign for me, so thanks butterflies. So I think I've decided, the wind's picking up, I'm going to do a 15-minute timer. I also sometimes can't sort of imagine how long that time is. So I think I'm just going to do 15 minutes of passion fruit pruning. I think that might be good. These shears I obviously need to tidy and clean. But with the passion fruit, let's see if I can readjust this. Oh, it's fallen down. With passion fruit pruning, I'm not overly familiar. However, I think these leaves we're trying to keep, and these are more of a weed. So I'm just gonna prune and see how we go. I think if I can just do a little bit, literally like a little bit, each sort of time I come out to the garden, I think that's the best way for me. And I'm just gonna make a little pile. I was gonna be further along, but anyway, let's go. Pile over there. And let's just see where this takes us, because I think that's what we're doing. See this branch here? That's there. That looks like a good branch. So I don't want to trim that. All right, let's go. The tendrils are gone. I'm going to set my camera up so you can have a look. Okay, I cut off a little bit, small amount here, but it's so dense in here that I am just pausing in case there's friends. So I've decided we're going to go and prune and get rid of some of these flowers over here, these nasturtiums, so I can see. I've got to put my cucamelon in here, and I want to see if my asparagus can make an appearance. So I think we're going to look here for a minute and see. Oh, another butterfly. They're everywhere. Let me see if I can pop it down somewhere. Let me fix this camera angle up. Okay, so I trimmed a little bit here to allow some asparagus plants to come through. I probably could do a bit more, but there was a lot of crawly activity. There's a snail in there. Oh, you can see the snail there. I wonder if I can zoom in and see it. Just trying to move. There were some spiders, so that's enough for me to just stop there for a bit. And I'm just going to move on. I don't like to disrupt everything too much, but I've got a little decent little pile here. Okay, the next step that I'm going to do is this herb bed. That seems like an easy win, and it's kind of a bit spaced out in the way that I feel like I can see all the bugs and all the things. So let's go deal with that. So I'm now coming over to my beetroot. I planted in one row along this garden bed. I've got two types, regular beetroot and baby beetroot, and I can't really remember which one's which. I know I did sort of keep one type together and one type together. So I'm just having a look as I am harvesting them out. They all look good so far, some small, some big, but I'm planning on canning this and just keeping it in my pantry, just as a little condiment. That one was quite small. Coming over to my leek now, I just got rid of some weeds. Now I'm just trying to make a little bit of wiggle room around the base. It's quite tricky to get out considering it doesn't go that far down. I end up trying to figure this out. I need two hands and I need to have a look. And this is the second time, I believe, I've grown leeks. Well, actually no, my second harvest of this same sort of batch of leek. I'm just going to pop this over here. I've got a little pile happening. I'm going to explain all of this later anyway. So I'm coming over to this bed. Purple garlic, other than the silver beet around it and the weeds. I pulled out one and it seemed pretty good. So I'm going to pull out another and see how it goes. Okay. Oh, it's looking good. I'm gonna have to, I did a few different types of garlics this year, different type. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on, organize them as they dry so I know what's what. Put a few more in here, do a bit of digging. This one seems little. Okay, these are all self-seeded, and as you can tell, super neglected, but these are Tommy something. Cherry tomatoes, so I need to make a little pile. I didn't bring my little baskets out to try and collect some so I can make some sun-dried tomatoes, but definitely making a bit of progress, so I might just pop them here. The rest of my produce that I've been harvesting and as I've been cleaning, so big update to come. I don't know what these look like. Some are a bit scarier than others. I got a few greens. I think I'll leave them. Got a few more red down there, so I'm going to clean this up and go from there. So I'm actually going to come to this bed. I'm going to tidy up some of this kale. Considering the heat, I'm actually quite surprised that this kale is still here. So my favourite way to eat it is definitely kale chips, dehydrated in the oven. So I've got a few piles of rubbish here. Might be giving some bits away. Best part about having a garden is sharing the abundance. So that was my Tuscan kale. Got purple kale and we got green kale. So I'm going to take, these are super easy to cut because you can see the stalks. Oh, I wasn't holding on to that one very well. Let's get rid of the weed there. So you can see the stalks here, how easy it is to cut. only so much my hand can hold here. When you make kale chips with this one, well, with all kale, but especially this one, the purple kale, I find that it's best to, I take this section out anyway, but sometimes when this purple veining is really thick, it's really hard to chew in the oven. So I'll make a reel or a video or something on that so you can see what it's like. And going back to chop up some more. Well, I ended up spending 2 hours in the garden. I cannot believe it. Once you get started, sometimes you just got to keep going. I actually had the help of hubby as well come out. You can tell by my hair. It's a bit crazy, but I wanted to show you, and there's bugs everywhere as the sun begins to set. I want to go around and show you the progress. This bed did not get touched, but as I pan over, you can see through, which means all the beds are clear, or some of them anyway. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we can have a look, but you can see as well, which is really funny, all these piles of organized piles. So let's have a look at what we got done. Oh my gosh, here's another view. Just look at this. And the job is not over because I have to organize all of this. So this bed was covered completely with nasturtium. That's come out. You can see an asparagus coming out now. So now we've given room for all the asparagus to pop out. I still need to go through and kind of sift this all off because these are nasturtium seeds. Sometimes they go like that, sometimes they dry up, which is how when you buy them from the shops they look like that, dried. So all of this will just self-seed again. So this time I'm going to take the time, probably tomorrow, or there might be a little job during the week to tidy some of that up. That lettuce stalk I need to get rid of as well. This we did not touch, as you can see, and the weeds behind it we did not touch. But it's definitely looking good. I cleaned up some of the tomatoes that were ready to come off. I didn't do anything with this. This is a straw flower and it's never really done well. So I'm just going to see. I picked the leek that was here. This garlic, I'm going to leave a little bit more. I didn't really check this one actually. So we'll see when that is going to be ready. Over here, the parsley plant that I've been saying forever that I need to clean up has been cleaned up. I also cut some rosemary to tie up to dry. And then I did harvest, which you saw, some garlic there. That's the purple garlic. Cleaned up all of this. This was more of a nasturtium plant. We had some collie in here. You saw me do the beetroot. What else was in here? Some parsnips. So that is all nice and clean now. This bed had all the peas and snow peas and everything. It's still got some garlic in here, but it's a little bit small. So I'm just going to see how we go. I will pick it. We had snow peas here, sugar snap peas, a bunch of spinach that you didn't see me take off, but a bunch of kale you saw me take off. And then this is the most rewarding. We trimmed back the passion fruit tree. You can see we've got some passion fruit now. I'm so excited. This is our first time getting fruit. So we will see. Oh, there's one up there too. There's plenty. I'm so excited. We love passion fruit and I especially love it in smoothies as well. So there's a bit of noise happening out and about. So hopefully you can still hear me okay. And now the wind's picking up, of course. So we did do quite a bit. Big amount. And then I've got some piles like I shared before. So I wanted to show you what my view is, what I'm looking at right now. I mean, it does not get much better than this. I am so excited. So excited. So I'll just show what we've got. So this is the purple garlic that you saw me pick. I've got to dust the dirt off and they're going to dry a bit. I just chucked my label here because I did do quite a bit of different garlic varieties. We've got these snow peas. I purposely left them on the vine so I could repurpose for the seeds. These are the sugar snaps for the same reason. We've got some leeks. They're so cool. Beetroot. These parsnips. I don't know. I bought the plants from a farmer's market. I don't know how we're going. A random cauliflower, which I'll eat. Some rosemary to tie up. Some oregano came out while I was weeding. I've got the kale, purple kale, green kale, and the Tuscan kale. And then these are some lettuces that I want to try and keep the seeds for. I did it last time. I'm not very good at it. We've got some zinnia heads as well, and there's some others underneath here somewhere. I want to keep the seeds. This is rosemary. I'm just going to tie up and dry. And this is what I still have to do. Oh, these are the tomatoes. Oh, I squashed one. I just stepped on that. To make my sun-dried tomatoes. These are some passion fruits that came off the vine whilst we were pruning. So I'm just going to see if they do anything. And that's it. So I wanted to say thank you for tuning in. If you've stayed to the end of this video, I am really appreciative, and I would love to know if you have any questions or if anything was interesting to you. Just let me know in the comments below, and thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.